Hello, everybody. Welcome back to WWTF, the Fastest Game Show. I'm MikeC.
I'm Fred White.
And today we're going to be reviewing Prey.
Now, this came out on the Xbox One, the P4, and Steam or Windows, but no Wii U, no Switch. But before we start talking about it, and I was about to call it the, I did say Wii U.
Yeah, you did say
but this
Wii U.
time I separated the Wii U and the Switch.
You're doing good. You learned the distinction.
Very good. But before we start talking about it, as always, we like to give it a number of facts. Mike, how many facts do you give Prey?
Okay, I give Prey a 3 out of 5, Fred. How about yourself?
Mike, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5, Mike. Alright, why do you give it a 3 out of 5?
Brother, Prey was originally developed. I wanted to see their vision of the one that they was planning on doing, because that one got canceled. So the premise of the other one was basically you were put there on the aircraft, and then fortunately, then you end up getting abducted and everything. Then you find yourself on a strange world, and then you basically get with the customs and you try to bounty hunt and get rid of people and stuff like that. I wanted that type of Prey. This Prey seemed like it bit off a little bit of everything, like BioShock. You feel a little bit of dishonor because it was made by their studios up in there. It felt more of like the same. It really didn't blow my mind away. I wanted more out of this thing. And I see as far as, the neuromods, aka BioShock, where you inject something into you and everything, they could do more stuff and everything. But I just wasn't, it felt like it was rushed to me. As far as this transition, because originally it was dropped from another studio, and they picked it up and everything. It felt like rushed today. The world wasn't all vibrant, and the world didn't feel alive to me. It felt really artificial. I was like, okay, I just pray. Ooh, yeah, no, not getting it. But so Fred, why do you give this a 4 out of 5, Fred?
Okay, everything that you said, I'm in agreement with. Okay, right. There's another thing. As far as graphically, it is not that pretty. IGN gave it a 5-star, I think. Yeah, did they give it a 5?
I don't know. Last time I checked, they were still reviewing it. So.
Oh, that must have been another game that they gave a 5, and it was horrible. I forget what it was.
I think it was your the sniper thing, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's
yeah,
right.
It was.
That's right.
So graphically, not good at all. It doesn't look like a next-gen game. This is about a 10-hour playthrough game. Okay. A little bit more if you do a lot of exploring. And I like the way that you can use some of the stuff that the aliens that you're killing are able to use against them, like morphing into cups. But then you don't really interact with anybody other than the aliens. And then it does remind you of the BioShock and Fallout. It reminds me of the Fallout graphics. Yeah. And from what the game was originally, like Mike said, to now, you can tell it was solely made by 2 different studios. So that's why I knock it off. But as a game to play for a while, I mean, it does have a replayable aspect to it, in my opinion, because you can just go back and unlock some of the stuff that you didn't unlock before, like the safes or just adventure. But it's a wild or open game, but you're only to that spaceship. You know what I'm saying? So you're exploring that whole thing. And that's why I give it a knock. Mainly for the graphics and them pushing it back to advertise this game as, hey, this is going to blow your mind. And it really didn't. For me, it really didn't. You know
what I said? It didn't blow my mind at all, man. I really was excited about this game, man.
I was too.
I wanted this to be like, because I played the first original Prey on 360, man. That joke just blew my mind. Just as far as, because it was a little unorthodox, because basically you start out in a bar, you go around and everything like that. And then you end up getting abducted by aliens, which is just thrown out the blue and everything. And then you start on the spaceship shooting and everything like that. That's how I think Prey is supposed to be. This right here, this didn't really feel, it looked like they had an idea for something. They just said, hey, let's call this Prey. Yeah. That's what it felt like to me. So, there it is, man. You want to go for a final verdict? Go ahead.
Yeah, but before we go for that, this is what I heard from or read from IGN. They were they were talking about the evolution of what Prey is. They compared it to what Grand Theft Auto was. It was a very cheesy looking game when Grand Theft Auto first came out to what it is now, and I think they tried to compare it to that. And there's no comparison because I can remember playing it on Xbox 360 where you're in the bar and the hand comes through the window. But this is a totally opposite game. It's like you going out on a date, a double date, and your friends say, "Well, look, I got this girl. She looked like Janet Jackson, and she looked like MikeC Gray." You like, damn, what are you doing? I mean, MikeC Gray makes a great song, but I'd rather have Janet Jackson than her.
Oh, boy.
That's what it is, man.
Oh, man.
But
wow.
yeah.
Man, let's go with this final verdict.
Final verdict, Mike.
Final verdict, Fred.
Mike, is this bypass? What is it?
Man, it's fascinating. I ain't getting this joke. I'm not getting it. I gave it 3. It's an average game, man. Those that like these type of games, I'm not going to say if you like Prey, you're going to love this game. That's not, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to bullcrap you with that. So if you like Prey, this particular type of Prey, you've seen people play it or whatever, go ahead and try it, rent it, but it's a pass for me. Fred?
I'm going to say rent. You have to judge yourself. Yeah. I mean, we just don't agree. I mean, we don't agree on the scores, but I think we both agree on just it's not a game that we would play.
Yeah.
But, you know, check it out for yourself, and if you like it, then go out and buy it. Or you can wait until, and I feel so bad about saying this, we're actually giving that game away as one of the 500 episode prizes.
I'm sorry. It was promised to be a lot more better, but Fred gave it a 4. He gave it a 4. So, and that's what I hate, man, as far as these AAA developers. This is my last note before we sign off. And, you know, a game gets hyped up so much. And then when it's brought to you, like, man, what happened? Yeah, you're like, man, what have y'all been doing? Have y'all listened to anything people been saying? I'm just saying, developers, listen up, man.
Ubisoft, whatever your name's called.
Yeah, that's another one.
They did the Watch Dogs. Do sucky games now have, we delegated a name for them? So every time we think a game is bad, we just call it a Watch Dog? So they just tried to pull the wool over that's copyright.
That's good, man. I like that.
Copyright. So they pulled the Watch Dog.
We
said it first.
That's right. Y'all went in history today.
So we would probably never get endorsed by Ubisoft.
I like some of your games with Ubisoft.
we go to E3, we walk past the booth, like him right there.
There goes those 2 guys right there. All right. So like always, you guys can hit us up at thagamersshow@gmail.com. That's the Gamer Show with an A. Don't forget to head over to the Facebook store page with find low price products. Don't forget to hit us up on vTime. Don't forget to subscribe, become a Gamers Club member. And don't forget, 500 episodes coming up where you can win this wonderful game, Prey, as long with so many other great games.
All right.
And depending on our participation, you might even get an iPad Pro. Yeah. So buy your tickets, just $10 per ticket, man. You win a lot. So just look.
And please remember to like, subscribe, and follow all our social media networks. Join our SteamWest community and our website community. You get some free stuff. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
So we'll see you next time on WWTF.
You want the facts?
The Gaming Show.
See you next time you watch it. Thanks for tuning in.